Right, hello everybody and welcome back to Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. We've just come out of an innovation talk, the replay of identifying internet problems before they become end user problems with Thousand Eyes. It was really great to be on the Thousand Eyes booth yesterday. We covered some of that, so if you've missed it, make sure you go take a look at the replays and you'll be able to see everything that we brought to you. Also, as a reminder as well, if you are joining us from home or you're here at the show, be sure to use @Cisco Live EMEA and hashtag Cisco Live EMEA as well. Just let us know how you're experiencing the event and how much fun you're having. In addition to that, if you're watching from home as well and you're watching the stream, I can't remember where it is on the screen, but you will see there's a set of emojis. You can use those to let us know how much fun you're having, so thumbs up if you are having a great time. Now, we're just about to head out into the world of solutions in a moment, and we're going to take a look at the air traffic control booth. This is run by the Cisco Country Digitalization Acceleration Program, and it focuses on how they're going to digitize some of the national infrastructure that's available. So Rob, out to you to show me what you have.
Incredible, thank you so much, Nish. Yes, I'm here in a booth that actually, as I saw from a distance, I'm like, wait, what is that thing over there? And then I kept being busy and I couldn't come by here and check it out. But if you look here, we've got what I thought my initial response was, oh, they've scaled down a tower. So we could talk about some technology we're doing with a tower. But then I found out when I got over here, that is not a scaled down model. That is a life-size device, that's oversimplifying it, but there's a life-size tower that's being used in unique ways that no one else is doing. And so I want to talk about the partnerships that Cisco's brought together to make this kind of thing happen. And Niels, I would have you come in first. I know we're going to talk to a few different people, but I wonder if you could kind of highlight what is it that we're showcasing here and what's important to take away from it?
Sure, Rob. So thank you for having me and great to be here. I'm part of CDA, which is Country Digital Acceleration for Cisco. And this is maybe one of the perfect examples on how we digitally accelerate the transformation for national critical infrastructures by bringing multiple parties together, which we will talk about in a little bit. But we are really helping the transformation work for how do you say that? The impact on the lack of people, or the people that bringing multiple places to centralize operations for a complete country's air traffic environment.
So my understanding is, in a nutshell, this is a tower like you might expect people to sit in normally, looking out over the airfield with their eyeballs to determine what's going on, how do we make sure no one runs into each other, safety, it's running 24 hours a day. These are very critical jobs. They depend on critical infrastructure, but we're now bringing the infrastructure in to do this from a more remote standpoint so that they can extend the possibilities of what they cover.
Exactly, that's exactly it. So basically what we bring is augmented reality to life, using our technology and a broad country's fiber optic network to have these remote cameras make the centralized air traffic control feel as if they look out of the window in real time to different airspaces at the same time, while they're responsible for all air traffic for our complete Dutch airspace. And probably most of you that are here flew in with airspace on Schiphol, but there's a variety of smaller and medium-sized airports that we have in the country, which we centralize with this technology, and Cisco works out making that happen together from a CDA perspective on national critical infrastructure.
Very good. So CDA is Cisco's group for Country Digital Acceleration,
exactly,
I believe, and this would be an example of one of the projects. We were talking about the Metabus earlier, we're probably going to talk about it again, but these are all examples of Cisco bringing together parties that are sometimes hard to bring together, it feels like, to pull this kind of thing off. Now, I know there's a number of people here that kind of represent different phases of this project. Who should we talk to next?
If we talk to Edward right now, then he can explain a little.
We'll have you step aside. Thank you so much, Niels. Edward, tell me your name and what you're responsible for, who you're with.
Yeah, my name is Edward Schaap. I'm head of the CNS and Infrastructure Department for LVNL. LVNL is air navigation service provider. We're responsible for the safety use and efficient use of the Dutch airspace. And I think most people here at the Cisco Live event, I think they arrived at Schiphol Airport, so they must have been serviced by one of our air traffic controllers and landed in a safe way, so I'm very happy to do that.
Perfect, so we have you guys to thank. So what is your involvement in a project like this? What's involved and what's important to understand?
Well, what is important to understand is that Schiphol Airport is, of course, our biggest hub airport, but we also have quite a lot of smaller regional airports in the Netherlands. And we have like more than 500,000 movements at Schiphol Airport. But for the smaller airports, it's like 60,000, 50,000. And it's very difficult to keep the local facilities maintained over there. So we have the housing, we have the local infrastructure. We have quite some problems with staffing and having enough personnel for air traffic control, keep it in service. So what we're trying to do is by using modern, innovative technologies, especially in the network infrastructure domain, we are bringing the services to Schiphol Airport. So we are, by using also the use of, by help of Consia and Cisco, we're modernizing our vital infrastructure nationwide. So we do that at the airport of Schiphol, we do that at the local airports, and we connect the different airports to our headquarters at LVNL at Schiphol Airport. By using the infrastructure, we are able to remotely control some services from central Schiphol Airport. So if you look at the camera mast here, there are 14 cameras inside of this tower, and this gives us 360-degree situational awareness.
Yeah. So there's cameras behind each one of these?
There's cameras in there, 14 around 360 degrees, and the air traffic controllers are able to remotely see the images coming from the cameras. It's 4K quality. And in such a way, they have like 360 degrees situational awareness for the smaller airports as well.
So this makes me think of the fact that you're also probably enabling smaller airports or someone that doesn't have the consistent traffic like a Schiphol. You enable them to maybe have more, better oversight over what than what they're used to, because now you got shared resources you can take advantage of.
Yeah, we have shared resources, so sometimes we have trouble in servicing all day long. So by centralizing it to Schiphol Airport, we are able to remotely control, and eventually we also would like to use one air traffic controller for multiple airports. Yeah. So as soon as we've installed this system and it's working operationally good, we can ask the controller to service different airports. So and in such a way that's much more efficient from our side in costs.
Well, these are valuable people as well, so we have to enable them to do their job well. Thank you so much for your time and sharing the information. I'm going to have you're the integration partner, I believe, on this project. I wonder if you could follow me. I'm Rob. What is your name there?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Thank you so much. I'm going to, so we're moving over here because of the sunlight and such, but actually I wonder if we could step over to the screens. Do you mind showing me a little bit about, as we explain what we have going on? I'm curious because the screens have been drawing my eye, fascinated with this, but can you tell us a little bit about what's been showing here? But first, let's start with who you work for and what you guys have been responsible for on this project.
Yeah, so my name is Jeffrey Denel, so I'm the CTO of Consia Netherlands, and what we are all about is 24/7 environments, right, that we serve, for instance, in the Netherlands, but also Consia group-wide. And a typical 24/7 environment is what we're seeing here, right? It's a Dutch air traffic control. So I think it can't be more critical than this, right? And what you also see is a bit of digitization of this mission-critical environment. For instance, you're getting the air traffic remotely controlled, right? So this is next level.
Yeah, no, this is fascinating. This is where it really sunk in for me. You were showing me earlier on these screens, and Steve, I don't know if you can see the screen okay here, but can you tell us kind of what we're looking at here? And feel free to change the screen. Do we need to move out of your way? We certainly can, but this is a live shot of an airport, and I noticed the screens look like they're stitched together to give us a better view.
It's the rounding, right, of the tower, right? And normally every camera has its own screen, right? And what you also see here is a drone. So the software also sees that that's a drone, right? Instead of like this is a truck. So it really recognizes various devices, right? So it's more than just the camera. It's getting more also the software to have more interaction what it actually sees.
Yeah, one of the things I like is the fact that it's obvious it's tracking anything of movement, so it draws my eye. And then I noticed, not on this screen here, but earlier we saw a plane coming in for a landing in London, and it was identifying the flight number and other things like this digitally. I'm like, oh, I want this for my home surveillance. This is great. Is this UPS? Is it Amazon?
Great, right? Yeah. For home, yeah, for home situations. Yeah, but you see, actually, more and more airfields are getting the remote airfields. There is not a lot of traffic there, right? So it's good to have like remote airfields, remote towers there, and have it centralized, handled. So that's actually what you see. But also, very airfields with a lot of traffic, like London City Airport, also has one, right? So there are various use cases for this to do so.
Well, perfect. We're running out of time now, but I thank you. You guys have been fascinating. I'm sorry we missed a chance to talk to we were going to talk to the Dutch air traffic controllers, but this is fascinating. Guys, stop over here as soon as you can. Nish, we'll go back to you.
Thanks so much, Rob. I love the work that the Cisco Country Digital Acceleration team is doing and really making a difference, right? We obviously, saw that air traffic project. We saw the Medibus the other day as well, and as part of the Reimagine Germany initiative they have, and it just feels like the possibilities are endless. Obviously, with the Medibus, it's a healthcare environment, so it's where we have lots of different Cisco technology on there. I don't know if we've covered these yet, but it's actually got astounding results. We've had over 12,000 patients that have been treated, over 496 locations that the bus has driven to, over 11,000 kilometers, over 204 hours of video translation, and in just 301 days. So really amazing to see those results. We're out to the world of solutions. Cedric, you're out there. What are you going to show us?
Well, Nish, I am still exploring the hub on the second day here at Cisco Live. So I'm just having a wander around. Like we have we have the sustainability zone there, but actually something really cool caught my eye. It's a super big screen, so I just want to go and check it out. It's the threat wall over here. I'm not really sure what it's about, but let's kind of get someone over here to talk about it. Okay, look here. Hey, how are you doing? Gonna stand here. I'm doing well, thank you. So I was just on, exploring the hub. And I came across the threat wall, and I thought, this looks cool. This looks a little bit geeky.
It is.
So, can you tell us what this is about?
Sure, no problem. My name is Fish, and what this is actually is, if you're on the Cisco Live network and you're going through the Wi-Fi, then you're going through our NOC. And so from a geeky perspective, what this is actually, this is live feed. So the traffic is actually going through the NOC, and it's going up to a switch, and it's spanned over to our world so we can do security visibility on it. So it's going through a firewall, Firepower 4150, and then we kind of sort of really amped up our geekiness. So secure network analytics on-premise, secure network analytics cloud, and then we topped it all off by using SecureX. SecureX is really what I absolutely love. So you want me to tell you about SecureX?
Yeah, thank you so much. It sounds really exciting, really geeky, and also this links back to what we talked about yesterday, the Cisco on Cisco story. We really use our own technology here. This conference is powered by Cisco, right? We use all of our technology here. So some really cool demos. If you have the time, if you're here, drop by the threat wall here in the hub. Otherwise, let us know what you think. If you have questions for Fish, just use the hashtag live, Cisco Live EMEA. Let us know what you think about SecureX and so on here as well. But yeah, so now we're going to go back to the studio to Nish. You're there. I'm here, Nish. We'll go back to you.
Thank you, Cedric. So from Fish back to Nish. I love that. So we're about to head into a partner session now, and the session is all about how Intel and Cisco are partnering to shape the future of technology, and they're going to be talking about a journey and advancing their journeys to net zero as well. The speakers are Jeremy Foster and Adrian Criddle. Jeremy has been in a few sessions, so if you watched any of the innovation talks yesterday, you would have heard him speak about net zero. Is going to continue the conversation today with Intel. And if you missed those sessions, remember they're available on demand as well, so be sure you don't miss those. So this is going to be in an interview format, and those senior executives are going to be talking about how the Cisco UCS X series, the servers, power, and ensure that there's improved performance, there's energy savings, and of course enhanced data center savings as well. This was the technology we talked about yesterday when we were talking about how we could pick individual components out and then replace them, customize it, and make it even better for your business. So it really does make it secure, and obviously it's customizable as well. So they're going to be sharing real-world examples of what they're doing and how they've used the power of UCS X series to become more sustainable in their journey towards net zero. So enjoy this session. We'll be right back after. Take a look, and we'll see you right here.